It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through?
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
What happens when a Hollywood icon turns against the very system that made him famous? Jim Carrey is no stranger to the spotlight, but lately he's been using his fame to shine a light on something much darker.
Allow myself to fall into the river of grief if that's presented itself, and get banged off the rocks until I've learned something and become more rounded, well-rounded.
Jim Carrey isn't holding back anymore. After decades in the industry, he's revealing the hidden corruption, greed, and manipulation in Hollywood. And guess what? He's not the only one. Keanu Reeves, another beloved star, is standing by his side. Jim Carrey has been a household name for decades, but behind the laughter, he's seen the darker side of Hollywood, from its obsession with fame and fortune to the emotional toll it takes on its stars. Carrey has had enough. Carrey has made shocking statements about Hollywood's soulless nature, calling out the industry for its lack of empathy and obsession with money and fame. Over the years, he's shared glimpses of his mental health struggles, using his personal experiences to spotlight the toxic culture that exists behind the scenes. But what was the breaking point? What made Jim Carrey finally decide to speak out against the very industry that made him a star? Hollywood hasn't taken kindly to Carrey's outbursts. Some have tried to dismiss him as crazy, while others whisper about attempts to silence him behind the scenes. But Jim Carrey isn't backing down. After speaking out, Carrey faced a massive backlash from Hollywood insiders. Rumors circulated that he was being blacklisted, and many questioned his sanity. But despite the industry turning its back on him, Carrey stood firm, refusing to let their criticism silence him. Imagine having the courage to speak out, knowing the personal and professional consequences. For Jim, this isolation hasn't been easy. It's affected his career, his friendships, and his mental health. With the industry seemingly against him, who came to his defense? Enter Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, one of Hollywood's most beloved actors, has always been known for his humility and kindness. But when he learned about the threats against Jim Carrey, he stepped up in a big way. Keanu, just like Carrey, knows the pressures that come with fame. But rather than bowing to Hollywood's elites, he's chosen to support his friend. Despite the risks, Keanu has publicly defended Jim, calling out the manipulation and control in the industry that threatens to silence them. Both Jim and Keanu, despite their fame and fortune, remain grounded. They've faced enormous pressures, but have chosen to stand together, supporting each other and the many actors trapped in Hollywood's toxic machine. But the real question is, will Hollywood strike back? The tension reached a boiling point during the 2022 Oscars when Will Smith shocked the world by slapping Chris Rock. But it was Jim Carrey's response that stunned Hollywood even more. After the slap, Carrey didn't mince words. In an interview, he expressed disgust over how Hollywood gave Will Smith a standing ovation, calling it a sign of the industry's spineless nature. Carrey made it clear Hollywood protects its image at all costs, even if it means rewarding bad behavior. Carrey's words ignited a firestorm, but what's next for him, and could Keanu be the key to protecting him? Hollywood has always been a place of power, fame, and control, but as stars like Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves begin to speak out, the cracks in the industry's facade are showing. How far will Hollywood go to keep its secrets buried? For years, whispers of blacklists, intimidation, and control tactics have followed Hollywood's biggest stars. Jim and Keanu are now finding themselves in the crosshairs. But they aren't the only ones. Many celebrities have faced similar pressures to keep quiet, protect their careers, and uphold Hollywood's spotless image. While Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves may seem untouchable, the truth is they're just people. Behind the glitz and glamour, they're fighting a massive machine determined to silence those who question the status quo. As the fight intensifies, Jim and Keanu be able to survive the backlash? Or could this be the beginning of the end for Hollywood as we know it? Jim Carrey has made it clear he's not afraid to expose the truth no matter the cost. With Keanu Reeves by his side, these two stars are shining a light on Hollywood's darkest secrets. But will they succeed, or will the industry fight? What do you think? Is Hollywood truly as corrupt as Carrey claims? Let us know in the comments below.